Good morning, guys, from the hot springs area here off of 395 near Mammoth Lakes. If you have not already put this on your destinations, please just do it right now. This is awesome. So this area is called Wild Willie's or Crowley Hot Springs, but there's all kinds of geothermal, and you can even like lay in that creek, and then there's a pool down there, and yesterday there's a heart-shaped pool over there. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's other things down there. You're gonna have to take my word for it, but there is no better way to start your day than taking a soak in some hot springs. Oh, that feels great. Now I'll just pick out a spot to call my own. So the RV life may seem glamorous at times, especially when you're taking a soak in hot springs to start your day, but it's no different than any other form of life. It has its complications. Sometimes things don't go right, but there is a constant state of change that we truly enjoy. So if you've been following the vlog, you will know that we've been having problems with our external generator, and it just won't start. But last night, things got a little more interesting. It's never a good sound when your backup generator makes this sound. Yep. Fortunately, I'm pretty good at whacking it, and I think that's all it should need. Now I just need to figure out where the starter is on this thing. With all the broken glass and debris on the ground, this is the last place I want to go rolling around on it. Fortunately, these mats are pretty rigid, so I was able to get it fed all the way back there. All right, there's the starter. So what's also going to be kind of frustrating is Rebecca's not here, so she can't go push the button while I stay down here. So I'll have to like crawl back and forth. Hopefully I only need to do this once. Now that really sucks, because that means I need to pull off the starter and see if I can free it up that way, because I don't think Mammoth Lakes would have a starter for a 4 kW Onan generator, but they may have a Napa which kind of has a lot of everything and could get it shipped up next day. I suppose it's worth seeing if this sucker will start today. Haven't really checked it yet. All right, fuel on, choke out, switch on. What the heck is going on here? Life in a house isn't always easy. Life on the road isn't always easy either. Well, safety first. So I'm gonna disconnect the batteries here. Well, I guess I can look on the bright side. I have this mat to crawl around on, and the wind is blowing, so the mosquitoes are not very aggressive right now. All right, I found the problem. And I am missing a chunk of it, I know. I felt around inside the bell housing, but it's not accessible, so I'm kind of torn, but it is plastic. And yeah, this is the piece that actually shoots out and comes in contact with the flywheel. I suppose I need to hook up the batteries for the night. I think I'm at about half a charge on the house batteries. There's definitely not going to be any running of the heater tonight. Well, the good news is there's a Napa in Mammoth Lakes. Bad news is they closed about an hour ago. So I'm now going to explore other options, like possibly seeing if I can get it overnighted to general delivery at the Mammoth post office, because it's only a $39 part on Amazon. Seriously, what are the odds of 2 generators going bad at the same exact time? Come on now. And then this morning, I woke up to a surprise. We have a mouse in the house this morning. I've seen him kind of duck down there and come up. He wants to get up here on the counters so he can then shoot down into his little area here behind the stove, which then gets him all the way down into the infrastructure. I do have a peanut butter mouse trap set up here, and then a peanut butter mouse trap set down there. I know my hair looks really good, but I woke up to a rustling sound, and this is real life. And if you're going to be RVing and traveling long enough, you're going to pick up a few rodents here and there. And it doesn't matter what kind of motorhome you have. You know, we have friends with like a $250,000, $300,000 brand new motorhome, and they'll still pick up mice. So mice do not discriminate on how nice your motorhome is. So hopefully those mouse traps are doing their job right now. One final talking point. What do you think of our campsite? You know, it's a pretty beautiful place. The Eastern Sierras on one side, the rolling hills on the other. We're kind of ducked in between these knolls so we don't get much road noise. But there's something you guys really need to know about a lot of free camping areas, and it's that they are littered with trash and nails, and some of them are just downright disgusting. Now, the past people that stayed at the campsite where I'm at now, Molly Mish and Meant for Adventure, they cleaned up the kind of immediate camping area. But let me show you some of the debris that is just outside of the campsite. You got everything from tin cans to pie tins. Somebody likes Coors Light. Broken glass is pretty much everywhere. Keeping things clean with a bottle of Clorox bleach. I could go on for hours, but you get the point. Well, let's see if the generator wants to start today. Nope, I'm just gonna call Champion. So I just spent about an hour with a guy named Fernando from Champion Tech Support. We went through a whole series of troubleshooting steps. And yeah, it is getting spark, it is getting fuel. The spark looks weak. You know, the oil level's good. That was obviously like square one to check. But we both agree now that there is definitely a little too much fuel inside the cylinder. So the next step is going to be wait about an hour for it to dry out. Well, it's an hour and a half later. Let's see if this thing starts. Back to tech support. Called back, talked to Fernando at Champion. He said, we have accomplished everything we can over the phone. So take it to a service center or return it to Costco. He searched up a service center, and as the crow flies, it's 86 miles away. But that's 86 miles all the way over the top of the Sierra Nevada mountain range, which all those passes are still covered in snow. So that is not going to happen. Now, I do have an idea of going on to Costco.com and buying it and having a brand new one of these generators general delivery shipped to the Mammoth post office, like I'm doing for the starter on that generator. In case I didn't update you on that, I have a starter for that generator in the motorhome getting two-nighted to Mammoth. So that's my next move. So one of the downsides to shopping at Costco is that they don't always carry the products for long. And in this case, they do not carry the generator that we purchased for $699, which was the Champion 2800 watt. But they do carry a Champion 2800 watt dual fuel off propane and gasoline for $1,000. I don't feel like paying $300 more for a product or for a feature that we'll never use, at least in this time frame. So I ended up going on to Amazon and finding the 3100 Champion generator for $590. So I'm getting a bigger generator for actually $100 cheaper. That's just the way it goes sometimes. All right, guys, thanks for joining me on today's vlog. I'm going to continue my relaxing soak here, and not sure what my next move is going to be, but I'll make sure to bring you guys along. We'll see you tomorrow.